The internet. It's the invisible force that runs our world. It wakes you up with alarms, it delivers your food, it entertains you for hours, and right now, it's the reason you're watching this video. But here's the real question. What actually is the internet? Where did it come from, and how does it really work? Let's break it down. Most people think the internet is Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, or Google. But those are just apps, built on top of the internet. The internet itself is something far bigger. It's a giant network of billions of computers, servers, and devices, all talking to each other. Think of it like a spider web, but instead of threads, it's made of cables, satellites, and signals. Every message, every video, every photo you send is really just information, racing across this invisible web. The story starts in the 1960s, during the Cold War. The U.S. military worried that nuclear attacks could destroy communication systems, so they funded scientists to build something new, ARPANET. The idea was simple: create a network where computers could share information, even if parts of it were destroyed. On October 29, 1969, the very first internet message was sent. It was supposed to say login, but the system crashed after just 2 letters, LO. And that became the first word ever sent online. The internet began with LO. Through the 70s and 80s, more computers joined ARPANET. New rules called protocols allowed different networks to connect together. This is when the word internet first appeared, meaning internetwork, or networks between networks. But the internet was still just for scientists and researchers. That changed in the early 1990s, when British scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. He gave us 3 tools: HTML, the language of web pages; URLs, addresses for websites; and HTTP, the system that connects them. Suddenly, anyone could build and visit websites. The internet went from a secret tool to a public universe. The 1990s were the internet's teenage years. If you were around, you'll remember the screeching sound of dial-up internet. Slow, but magical. Email became the new way to talk. Search engines appeared. And in 1998, Google launched, changing how we find information forever. By the 2000s, the internet stopped being just a library of information. It became social. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. They turned the internet into a place where everyone could create and share. Not just consume, but what actually happens when you go online. Imagine you type youtube.com. Here's what really happens. Your device sends a request. That request travels through Wi-Fi or cables to your internet provider. From there, it hops across different servers, giant computers that store data. Eventually, it reaches YouTube's servers, which send back the video you want to watch. But the video doesn't travel all at once. It's broken into millions of tiny data packets. Those packets race through undersea fiber optic cables, satellites, and networks. And then, in milliseconds, they reassemble on your screen. So watching a video might feel instant. But behind the scenes, it's a high-speed race happening at the speed of light. Here's a big myth. No one owns the internet. It's decentralized, like a city with no single mayor. Governments can regulate it. Companies build cables, satellites, and servers. Organizations like ICANN manage website addresses. But the internet itself? It belongs to everyone and no one at the same time. That's why it feels free. But also why it can feel chaotic. The internet has changed everything. It connects billions of people. It powers businesses. It gives us the largest library in human history, but it's not perfect. It has created misinformation, scams, cyberbullying, and privacy risks. Every click, every search, every like is tracked. The internet is powerful, but it's also a mirror. It shows the best and the worst of humanity. So what's the future of the internet? We're moving toward the Internet of Things, where not just phones and computers, but fridges, cars, and even light bulbs are connected. We're exploring Web3, decentralization, blockchain, and digital currencies. We're building virtual worlds, the metaverse, where digital and physical reality blur. And artificial intelligence is already reshaping how we use the web every single day. The internet isn't finished. it's still evolving. So next time you scroll, search, or stream, remember this. The internet is not just an app. It's one of humanity's greatest inventions. Born in the Cold War, raised by scientists, transformed by the web, and now it connects billions of lives together. The internet isn't just technology, it's the story of us. And that is the internet, explained.